everyone, I hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. I am your favorite YouTuber. Today we're going to talk about not having to wait for 3 days. You can literally get your manifestation right now, instantly. But before we get into it, you are more than welcome to subscribe. On this channel I talk about all things law of assumption, so if that sounds good to you, I would love to have you here. I also want to thank Keen for sponsoring today's video. Keen connects you with talented tarot readers and astrologers that provide you with a deeper understanding of your personal situation. I love the fact that you can talk to someone who has been in the game for years, who really knows what they're talking about one-on-one, and they are specifically catering to me and my energy. It's not a collective pick a card reading on YouTube. It is someone literally asking you your full name, your date of birth, and if you're asking about SP, they get their full name and their date of birth. They get that energy. It doesn't hurt to see where you're at. Even if you believe that you are the operant power, you're the only one in control, everyone is still you pushed out, baby. So by you talking to this astrologer or a tarot reader and them saying you have to work on your limiting beliefs about your childhood before you can get with him, or it's gonna take you 5 years, or you're never gonna be with this person, you're gonna be able to gauge whatever it is that they tell you and be like, I'm on the right track, or I'm not on the right track. What is it that I can change? What are the beliefs that I have about myself, the situation, this person, how I view this person, how I view this person and me, or whatever desire that you have, you will know specifically what the problem is. Oh, I'm still thinking that I need to work through limiting beliefs. What's going on there? You recognize, I don't need to work on limiting beliefs because I believe in myself and the power of the law of assumption. And I know that as soon as I step into the state, it is mine right now. So, period. And then after like a couple of weeks, you come back, you successfully keep staying in the state of the wish fulfilled, that astrologer is going to tell you exactly what is reflecting in your inner being. So it is a great way of knowing what state you are in and what's going on inside. Keen has a reader at the ready for you. You can personalize exactly the reader that you want. Some specialize in love, some specialize in career. There are so many readers at any moment or hour of the day and night. And you can connect with them via phone call or messages instantly. Go to trykeen.com/Rita or click on the very first link in the description box down below to get your first 5-minute reading for $1. You don't have to wait 3 days to manifest anything. Whether you want to manifest a coffee or $1 million. Can we all just recognize that this entire game that we're playing is all about states? When you are telling yourself, convincing yourself, affirming yourself into the person that you want to be, into the person that has what you are currently manifesting, you are stepping into that reality instantly. So there's no bridge of events and there's no birds before land. If you want to manifest your dream life, if you want to manifest your SP, if you want to manifest financial freedom, if you want to manifest 1 million subscribers like I am, if you want to manifest clear skin or good grades or height, it doesn't matter what it is. You can manifest it instantly. You don't need to worry about feeling like crap or battling your limiting beliefs or working on self-concept. Can we just make it simple for ourselves? Like, can we really make it simple? It was states all along. Like, you don't need to do anything else. Someone asked me on a YouTube short that I uploaded recently about it was states all along, where they were like, I agree, Rita, but how do you consistently stay in the state all throughout the day, all throughout the night? I don't like using the word techniques You can call them techniques. If you wipe away that label for a second, because we as humans love putting labels on things, and now we think techniques is affirming, visualizing, scripting. If you take all of that away, what it is you reminding yourself that you have it now. And what I mean by you have it now is you are convincing yourself that you are the person that has it now. So you are getting yourself to the state. Yeah, we all know that you're doing it to get something, but that doesn't matter. What we're all focusing on is getting what we want, right? All that matters, if you clean the slate, is you consistently reminding yourself that you're in the state where you have your manifestation. So I always use myself as an example. I'm manifesting 1 million subscribers. It is my job every single moment of the day, every single day until I get my manifestation, moment to moment, meaning the second that I wake up to the second that my head hits the pillow, and even more on that later because you know I love sats. It's my job to remind myself as much as I possibly can that I have 1 million subscribers now. Yes, realistically, I don't have 1 million subscribers right now. Duh! But in the 4D, I have it because I decided. So the 3D, what I am experiencing, what I am seeing on my page doesn't matter. What's more important than anything else is what I have decided. Because if I consistently remind myself that I have decided that I am going to get this thing, it's going to come into my reality instantly. So it is my job to remind myself of that in each moment. It doesn't matter how you phrase it. You can say, I'm going to get 1 million subscribers soon. You can say, I have 1 million subscribers now. I like to cancel out the 3D because it doesn't matter that much that I have it now. Because the second that I decide, the second that I stay in that state and I remind myself of that and I know that to be true in my reality right now, it's going to come. When it is my dominant state, it is going to come into my reality. By that logic, it doesn't really make sense to say I will get 1 million subscribers. I'm going to get it now instantly if that is my dominant state. Your job is to consistently remind yourself that you are in the reality, you are in the state right now where you have 1 million subscribers or your desire, whatever you're manifesting. So how do you want to remind yourself of that fact? Do you want to affirm, I have 1 million subscribers. I have 1 million subscribers. I have 1 million subscribers. Do you want to visualize yourself looking at your page and you have 1 million subscribers? Do you want to script out as much as possible? I have 1 million subscribers. I have 1 million subscribers. I have 1 million subscribers. Do you just want to be in the feeling of it as much as possible throughout the day? So you are vibing with it. You are straight vibing with it. Nothing else but being in this present moment and being like, okay, oh my God, I have this thing. Like, I have 1 million subscribers. I feel so purposeful. I feel so amazing, blah, 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 blah. And you're really getting yourself into that reality by consistently reminding yourself, I have it now, I have it now. And how does it feel? The more you are in that, the more times of the day, the faster it's going to come to you. It's not your job to ask about the how, about the when, about does it matter if I'm thinking against? Because also, your limiting beliefs don't matter. You don't need to go back to your past. You don't need to disprove the limiting beliefs. When I was manifesting 100,000 subscribers, I still had limiting beliefs that the YouTube algorithm doesn't favor me, that I don't know if I'm really good enough to be speaking about this subject. I had limiting beliefs. And the law of assumption and you as a person in general is that strong that it will supersede your limiting beliefs. It will not matter if you have limiting beliefs, if you have 1,000 limiting beliefs, if you have no limiting beliefs. Because I can tell you sometimes I knew that I had no limiting beliefs around this thing, and because I didn't get myself into the state, it still didn't happen. So I'm telling you, it's states all along. You can be resistant. You can be crying nonstop. You can be having 1,000 limiting beliefs. You can be going on 1,000 YouTube videos. But as long as most of the day you are reminding yourself that I am in a relationship with this person. I'm in a relationship with this person. Even if you don't believe it. So what does this mean? You don't have to believe. When I'm telling myself I have 1 million subscribers, right? It's not like I'm trying to myself manually penetrate my subconscious mind by trying to convince myself that this reality that I'm living in right now has the version of me in it that has 1 million subscribers. Do you see how complicated that is? You don't have to believe that you have it now, but what you do have to do is feel like that could be true in the near future. It can be true for you right now if you do the work. If you stay in the state, it can manifest in a way that you can't even fathom yet. I want to quickly say that if you can't feel the feelings, you can robotically affirm, or you can robotically visualize, or you can robotically script. You don't have to do the feelings. I'm saying that it is a bonus, but if you can't, you're still gonna get your stuff. It's not about anything else but that. Even if it is you vibing with it for a couple of seconds every hour, as long as you are consistently putting yourself back into that state, eventually, even if you do it for a couple of minutes every hour, you will get to a point where that thing will seem rational to you. Like, I want to tell you how for real I am. Like, caught in 4K folding my covers. You know how you can robotically affirm as you're doing things that are mindless? Well, what I'm starting to do now is I'm folding this, right? And I stop myself for a second and I'm like, wait, like you have 1 million subscribers and how does that feel? And I'm like, wait, okay, I feel like a hot commodity. All these companies want to sponsor me. So many people are reaching out and people are always tweeting and talking about my latest video and they're always like, Rita said this, Rita said that. And that feels really good. It's done. And I get so excited. And it's like, 1 second. And I move on with my day. And it's like whenever I think about my manifestation, which is more than multiple times a day, I stop myself and I'm like, oh my God, I have my manifestation. That feels so good. And I just take 1 second to be like, what would it feel like if I had my manifestation now? You will start thinking as the person who has 1 million subscribers, not by you acting as if manually, but by you getting inspired action to post this specific video, to talk about this specific thing. You might have an idea to post every day on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok and on IG subscribers. Just speaking from experience. You might have inspired action to try this hobby out. That's where you meet your future husband. Or you go to boxing and then you find out your SP is into boxing. You bond over that. There is an infinite amount of ways where it can work for you. But the great news is that it is not your job to find that out. Again, your only job is to saturate your subconscious mind by getting into the feeling as much as possible. And it does not have to be perfect. It literally does not have to be perfect. And what I can tell you as well is if you know and you give yourself grace that this is enough, what I am doing is more than enough, it will manifest. This plays a part in self-concept. It's not necessary, but it will ease your mind. So sometimes I catch myself being like, I didn't do sats last night, but I vibed in the feeling for like 10 minutes. I kind of got distracted. And also throughout the day, I wasn't thinking negatively. Like I was truly following my happiness. Yesterday, I booked tickets to go to Vietnam. Actually, my boyfriend booked the tickets and I was in a high vibe thinking about that, getting excited. I'm going there in 7 days. I took my cat, Mishka, to get her teeth and gums cleaned because she has plaque and her gums are inflamed. So I was worrying about that. I was worrying about her. I was like, poor girl, like she has to get out of her comfort zone. I was in a negative kind of state because I was worried for my cat. But does that mean that my manifestations are gonna go away? No, because when I think about that specific subject, I always go back to, I have 1 million subscribers, I have 1 million subscribers. Trusting that everything that I do that day is more than enough. It is going to get me to my desire as fast as possible. And if I can the next day saturate my mind even more, that's even better. Don't judge yourself. It's making it even worse. Okay? Your only job is to saturate your mind into thinking that in this reality right now, you have this thing, or it is coming very, very soon. Very, very soon. I like very soon because if you put like a month or 2 months or a week deadline onto it, it creates resistance again because you're looking at the clock, you're looking at the calendar. Even though it will probably come tomorrow. Like if you don't look at the calendar and if you just do it in like a flowy, easygoing way where you're like, I have financial freedom. Like I'm so free from going to my 9 to 5. I don't have to answer to anybody. Like I can literally talk about my expertise, about what is passionate to me, and people are gonna pay me for that. And like I can travel 5-6 times during the year and I can go for as long as I want, and I can pick up and, you know, work all around the world on my laptop and get paid so like triple the amount, quadruple, like 10 times more than my 9 to 5 job. That feels amazing. That feels so freeing. That feels like success. It feels like money. It feels like adventure. It feels like partying with my friends. It feels like I'm completely in control, and that feels amazing because if I want to drink a beer during the day, I can do that. If I don't want to work one day because I have cramps, I can do that. If I want to visit my grandma who isn't getting any younger, that makes me feel free. It makes me feel like I'm living my best life. It makes me want to do even more and even better because I'm living my best life. Like I just want everyone to be happy. I want myself to be happy. I want to enjoy life. I want to explore this world. I want to explore cultures and different people and different stories and explore more of myself, have more time for myself, invest in myself. All of these things. That is exactly how I talked to myself when I got financial freedom. If you want the full video on that, it will be in the card up above. After doing all of these techniques, robotic affirming, scripting, whatever, I found that to me, it was just like going back into the cycle of a 9 to 5. It just felt like more homework to do. It was like, robotically affirm and get your thing. Didn't really appease me, really much gave me work 9 hours a day and get your paycheck. Like it was like a means to an end sort of thing. Whereas now I'm like feeling into it, it feels more fun, right? If you want to do affirming or scripting or anything else, if it feels good to you, if you feel excited and expansive and it works for you, yes. I'm so about it. I tell my clients to robotically affirm all the time because I know that it works and I know that many people get help out of robotically affirming. I also just want to tell you that there are other options, and if you don't like doing it, whatever you do to get into the state where you have this thing and you feel it and you're like, shit, this is mine, it's happening, it's coming, like I'm this person, it's bound to happen any minute now. When you have that calm sense about you that I'm excited and also I'm just relieved and calm because like this is my life now, you know, that's when you've gotten into the Sabbath state, you've gotten into the person who has this thing and it is going to come to you instantly when you think that. Because of the intensity of this way of thinking, the true nature of law of assumption, you won't have to do it for very long. It will come. You might consistently practice for maybe a week while you have it. Stay in the state so it's permanent in your life, so you don't have to keep doing it for the rest of your life. Have you ever seen or heard moments where someone becomes a millionaire and then it gets all taken away from them because they were not in the state? They were in the state of getting $1 million, but were they in the state of keeping $1 million? Not so much. So all of that to say, it is all about your state, all about your state of being. I have a video specifically directed at states, what they are, all about states 101. I know a lot of you guys have got so much help from that video. The things that I've heard people tell me that they manifested overnight after watching this video is crazy. So watch that up here. Lastly, I want to talk about states. Again, I've done all of the techniques out there in the world. I will continue doing all of them because I'm passionate about it. All of the new ones I'm going to keep doing because I love what I do. But it is always sats for me. It is so powerful. I tend to be the kind of person where I get really obsessive, right? What helps me with sats is I'm able to let myself off the hook all day, where if I'm in a good mood, I will practice living in the end and being in the state. But if I'm not, if I find myself being super obsessive about it, I follow my happiness on a moment-to-moment basis. That distracts me. That puts me in a high vibe. That makes me so happy. I don't even have time to think about my manifestation. And while I am sleeping for 9 hours, I sleep for 9 hours. I love sleeping. I need my sleep. The image of me having 1 million subscribers is playing in my mind for 9 hours. I know it is because I wake up and I think about 1 million subscribers. Sometimes I wake up multiple times during the evening because I get up to go to the toilet. My cats have zoomies, they're running around. My partner's playing video games, so he goes to sleep late. When I wake up, I'm like, I have 1 million subscribers. So I know it is a fucking thing. The thing is that you just have to successfully transfer that image or that scene or the affirmation of you having 1 million subscribers, or your desire, from consciousness to drowsiness to unconsciousness. So you're still conscious when you hit your head on the pillow. You're thinking, I have 1 million subscribers, I have 1 million subscribers, I have 1 million subscribers, and you're getting drowsier and drowsier because that affirmation puts you in a drowsy state, or the image, right? You get into a drowsy state. We all know what that feels like. And then you are still making yourself in that drowsy state. This is important to continue to say it, right? But you're not saying it as forcefully anymore because you're drowsy and you're about to go to sleep. Just have that vibe around you, like I have 1 million subscribers, I have 1 million subscribers, right? That state where you are in is so important because it just solidifies that being played for 8 hours straight, all throughout the night, right? You don't have to do anything else. You will wake up like 9 times out of 10, you will wake up with that thing either have happened or signs of it happening, and not signs like 888, but like you getting inspired action to film this video, you film it, you edit it that day, and you literally blow up the next morning, right? That's what I'm talking about, that kind of stuff. This isn't a joke, this isn't a game. Please watch this video. I know you've all watched it, but your homework today is to watch it again. What is sats? Just to watch it again. Try sats again tonight. Once. Just tonight. If you are not a sats girly or boy, just do it for your priority, for your main priority. Affirm, I'm in a relationship with Malcolm. I got a 98% on my GPA, whatever, and tell me how it goes tomorrow morning. So with that being said, I trust that this video gave you the guidance that you needed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because I know you loved it. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.